What's going on, guys? Nathan with Technology Smash, back with another video. And today I have an opening, unboxing, and just like a quick look around at the new Moto G5 Plus. So sorry for the echo if you hear that. I'm in the garage actually, so trying to get a space set up. So I got this on Amazon. It's been consistently sold out as far as I've seen, and it was in stock, so I picked one up. So this is a budget phone from Motorola. Everybody's probably used to the Moto E and the Moto Gs by now. So this is the G5 Plus. So we'll go over some specs and things. So you can see on the back, there's two different colors. I have this grayer one that's on the left-hand side. It is a 5.2-inch 1080p screen. Has a 12 megapixel camera, 3000 milliamp hour battery. It has that turbocharge that most of them have. What's interesting about this over other budget phones or over other Motorola budget phones in the past is it actually has a fingerprint scanner, so that's cool. So we'll test that out and see how well that works. After I kind of give a rundown, this is just kind of like the look around and unboxing. You can kind of hear, I'll put it by my microphone, the box, everything just kind of like shakes around in there. It's not flagship packaging, and they never usually are, which isn't a huge deal, but let's go ahead and get into it and see. So there's just this little piece of tape right here. Okay. All right, so it just unflaps and the phone's just right on top. So we'll move that to the side. This Hello Moto, just a little flap, and you can see why it has that shaking around. These just kind of hang out in there. So here's the power brick with the turbo power. Everything's kind of blacked out, so I won't even try to show the specs on there. I don't even know if it would be worth it. I don't think people really care about that. So here is the charging cable, and it is micro USB, so that's kind of a bummer now that everything's kind of moved towards being USB Type-C. So they still have that. And this is interesting, they include a SIM ejection tool. This phone is carrier unlocked for any of the major carriers, including Verizon, so that's pretty cool. Verizon, Sprint, everybody I think can be supported. Some little README packets, some whatever. So in the package, that's pretty much all you get. So you can see some more of the specs that are on the front of this. So 12 megapixel rapid focus camera, turbo power charging, 5.2-inch 1080p screen, 2.0 gigahertz octa-core processor, fingerprint reader, expandable memory. So it does have an expandable SD card slot. The fingerprint reader is on the front here, and the back looks pretty unique too. It's got that metal feel to it, so it does feel nice. I think it's plastic around like the edges, but it does have that metal feel. There is a camera hump. You can see it's not huge, but it is there. Power button on the side, volume. They're very mushy. They're not very tactile. They don't feel too good. On the left-hand side, nothing. You can see that really deep indented earpiece there. Front-facing camera. And then on the bottom, you can see micro USB charger and headphone jack. So I like the headphone jack on the bottom. That's great. Or on my iPhone, no headphone jack at all. So these always seem to be tricky to me for some reason. I'm going to start turning it on actually while we peel that off. Just cut my nails too. I'm going to take it behind the camera. So this is a really good option for budget or people who like to move around carriers too, because one, you're not spending a lot of money, which is awesome. And two, you are getting a phone that can be used on any network. So people who either swap out SIM cards, or maybe they have like a prepaid plan, or just whatever it may be, because you get kind of stuck in these phones that you can't switch. Like right now, my wife's 7 Plus iPhone this is the worst screen protector I've ever tried to take off. Goodness gracious, her 7 Plus can only be used on T-Mobile and Sprint, because this year's 7 Plus they went back to having different versions. So here is with the phone turned on. So that screen protector was super annoying. Let's go to get started. Let's see if we can just skip all this stuff. I'm gonna enter my password here. So what's cool about these phones is they almost run on pure Android. So Motorola puts in a lot of their own little things, but they're nowhere near what other providers do, like Samsung and others like that. So they're not going to overload it with a bunch of software garbage, which is nice because it also makes it updates a lot quicker as well, which is great because everybody wants updates. That's one of the worst parts about Android that everybody complains about is the fragmentation. So here is the fingerprint section. So let's go ahead and see how easy that is to do. Let's do fingerprint and pin. No thanks. Let's just, for now, here, I'll just put one in. So it has you put in like a 4-digit pin. So here's the front sensor. So you found the sensor. Let's continue. Tap. You'll need to tap your finger a number of times. Okay. Some of these can be super finicky, and then some of them are really, really good. So move your finger slightly to add different fingerprint added. Okay, good. Anything else? No, finish later. Next, let's just take that off. Next. Okay, so here's the home starting screen. So this is the one without Amazon offers. You can get one with this is without offers. So you can get one with the offers. It's weird because the one without the offers was cheaper for me for some reason. Usually they're more expensive without the offers. So this will run you about, I think after tax, I paid like $192. So yeah. So I'll be doing follow up on this to let you guys know kind of how it works, maybe some photos and things like that to see how the quality is. But thanks for tuning in. I know it's been a little while, but hopefully expect to be making some more videos again. So I will catch you guys next time. Thanks.